Yeshiva World.
Justin left already. It's a blessed candle then.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tonight is a special pick the seventh night. And they have enough candles for everyone. Putting in back commission list plus, chief and one more.
And the mayor.
Very cheap. Yeah, definitely.
So while the world feels like a dangerous place, today we thank God for this little corner of serenity and sanity that is Union City. As the little flames we light each night shine and flicker, reaching up, ever up, lifting our thoughts and hopes and spirits to our Father in heaven. We pray for the welfare of Union City and of the United States of America. We pray for a time when all of mankind will live in peace and tranquility by the grace of the one and only blessed be He. May it be the will of God that this happens speedily in our days. A Freilich and Hanukkah and happy holidays to all.
Freilich Hanukkah to all of you. Before I say a few words, I'd like to call upon a dear friend of mine, Chief of Police Menorah, to say a few words.
Thank you, Rabbi. It is truly my pleasure and my honor to be here today, to be part of this. Rabbi Weiss said it. This is truly a unique community. The relationship between the community and the police department, I truly appreciate that. If there's a need, if there's something we could ever do, we work together to solve the problems. This is not a perfect world, but I say this is a great community that we share together, we all love together. So on behalf of everybody from the Union City Police Department, we wish everybody around the world, but most especially to all our Jewish friends in Union City, a very happy and blessed Hanukkah to everybody. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Chief, Commissioners,
Rabbi Weiss.
and community. As we all know, Hanukkah is a time to celebrate and to thank God for all the good things that He has done and that He keeps on doing, and asking for the future. First of all, we would like to thank God for having such a great mayor in Union City, and like Rabbi Weiss says, join together with the police department that we feel with God's help safe. Our mayor is always busy helping out the whole community, and especially everyone individual. This last year he helped us with the big help of our chief to get an ambulance. It wasn't easy, but the chief called me up and says, Rabbi, by tomorrow you'll have it. And his words were words. Tomorrow was tomorrow, and it was delivered to the parking lot. Me personally, on a personal note, I really have to thank God. Last year I couldn't participate in the Hanukkah party because, as you all know, I had broke my leg at my daughter's wedding, and I was home for months with a cast. And thank God we didn't need to operate, and I'm really thankful to God that I can stand here today and celebrate with everyone the candle lighting of the menorah. So this is one of the things that we always thank God in Hanukkah for all the miracles that He does, and we have to continue praying and asking God for all the miracles. As we do every year, we're going to go to the menorah, start lighting. We're going to honor, first of all, our chief of police to do the first light, and then followed by the commissioners. And I would like to call upon also a dear friend of mine that came special from Lakewood. He's a volunteer doing a lot in the Jewish community in Lakewood, that he's going to light also a candle. We're first going to have a song for Hanukkah that the kids are going to acquire, and right after that we're going to light the candles and give out some donuts for the kids, as the custom is in Hanukkah. Thank you very much, and God bless.
We'll welcome you here this afternoon for the Menorah lighting ceremony commemorating or celebrating Hanukkah. Welcome all of you. I know most of you are from our community. Some of you may not be. If you're visiting us, thank you for taking time to come today to this ceremony. Joining us here today, we have Commissioner Celine Valdivia and Commissioner Margie Marinetti, also from the Union City Board of Education, Mr. Justin Mercado, he's Director of Facilities, and our Police Chief, Mr. Richard Molinari. To begin, I'm going to ask each commissioner to say a few words. Please welcome Commissioner Celine Valdivia.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to wish my Jewish friends a healthy, blessed, and happy Hanukkah season, and wishing you a lot of peace and love during the season for the Jewish community here in Union City, in the United States, worldwide, and especially Israel. God bless you all.
Now please welcome Commissioner Margie Marnetti.
Good afternoon to all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making Union City your home. We appreciate having this type of ceremonies because it shows what kind of community we have. And like we see, we're always a community that comes together in the good and the bad. Today we're celebrating a great day for the Jewish community. And again, us as unfortunately Mayor Stein wasn't able to be here, but we're always here representing him to show our support for the community and to thank you for being here. So have a great day. Thank you so much.
I got to give special thank you to my great friend, Rabbi Turner, who's always in contact with me and making sure this ceremony carries through, and also my warm felicitations to Rabbi Weiss, who I love dearly. Without further ado, please welcome Rabbi Weiss.
Thank you, Commissioner Fernandez, Commissioner Martinelli, Commissioner Valdivia, Chief Molinari. We are living in volatile times. We are under nuclear threat from rogue regimes, and we are living under the constant threat of terrorism from radical groups and countries. People do not feel safe. For the Jewish people, living under threat is nothing new. It has been the story of our existence. From the time of our enslavement in Egypt until the unspeakable horrors of the Holocaust a generation ago. Jews have been oppressed, expelled from their homes and countries to wander with only the clothes on their backs, with no place to go. Made to pay exorbitant, untenable Jew taxes, prohibited from earning a livelihood or owning property, vilified, massacred again and again, and burnt at the stake. They have endured every kind of torture, scheming, plotting, purging and pillaging, slander and hate-mongering that humans could inflict. But we are here today by the grace of God. And we are here today because as Jews, our ancestors stood steadfast and faithful and ready to sacrifice their lives for their Creator and their religion. So it was some 2,000 years ago, in the time of the Second Temple, which stood in Jerusalem in all its glory. Yes, Jerusalem was the capital of Israel even then. Matter of fact, it was the capital of Israel from the birth of our nation, as is recorded in the Bible for all to see. Midway during the time of the Second Temple, the Syrian Greeks conquered Israel, and they forced the Jews to worship the Greek gods and goddesses. Today, we can laugh at the absurdity of worshiping worthless statues and icons. But then, Jews were tortured to death if they refused. The Maccabees, from the Hashmonaim family of priests, stood up to their oppressors and placing their trust in God. The few were ready to fight the seasoned legions of the Syrian Greek armies for the sake of preserving their religious freedom. We commemorate the demonstration of God's salvation, the miracle of their victories, with the festival of Hanukkah. Hanukkah celebrates the freedom from oppression that all humans crave and deserve. Specifically, it celebrates the Jews' triumph with the help of the Almighty over forces of darkness and evil. The menorah we light symbolizes the light of the Torah, which includes the Bible and the sacred body of laws and values that was given to the Jewish people, and which has illuminated the rest of the civilized world with its teachings to this very day. In fact, if all of the world would live by the light of these just and true teachings, there would be decency and compassion and justice among men, peace and unity among all mankind, and a feeling of security and well-being among people. Right here, in our little corner of the world, in Union City, we are grateful to God for the relative sense of security that we do feel here. We are grateful to be treated equally and to live under a government and among people who are tolerant and respectful, starting with our Honorable Mayor Stack and the Board of Commissioners. A perfect example of how the city respects our traditions is this annual candle lighting ceremony. Another example is the fact that we have been graciously granted a woman-only time slot swimming at the beautiful municipal pool each week. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that and for the cooperation throughout the year on matters unique to our needs. We would also like to thank the city for the twice-a-day street cleaning that makes our city so extraordinary and refreshingly clean and beautiful, and for the constant upgrading and enhancing of our streets and sidewalks. We would also like to thank Chief Molinari and the police department for being constantly vigilant, doing their part to guard against crime and terror. All of this adds to the quality of life that we enjoy here in Union City. So while the world feels like a dangerous place, today we thank God for this little corner of serenity and sanity that is Union City. As the little flames we light each night shine and flicker, reaching up, ever up, lifting our thoughts and hopes and spirits to our Father in heaven, we pray for the welfare of Union City and of the United States of America. We pray for a time when all of mankind will live in peace and tranquility by the grace of the one and only blessed be He. May it be the will of God that this happens speedily in our days.